we are in conversation with the team of the much-awaited Season 2 of Delhi Crime. Yes, Delhi Crime 2 is all set to be out very, very soon on Netflix. I'm joined today by the team, as I said, showrunner and director Tanuj Chopra. We have with us Rasika Dugal as well, who's back in her fiery cup of tar. And of course, Rajesh Tailang joins us as well. Very formidable inspector in the series. Welcome all of you. Firstly, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Rasika, to you first, on bringing it back. Now, what was the feeling like when a show obviously gets this kind of following that you start getting asked everywhere, when season 2 coming, when season 2 coming? So did you have an answer then, or were you also hoping that it'll be back soon?
I'm always very excited to work on season 2. It's very lovely to revisit a character. It's like meeting an old friend, you know the character, but they've changed a little since you met them last. So it's a great opportunity to get reacquainted and make new experiences. So I'm very excited about that. It's very encouraging. Every time anybody asks about a subsequent season, it means that they watched and they remember and they're looking for more. So it's always exciting for actors.
Yeah. Do you believe the expectations went up, of course, after the Emmy Awards?
Everybody keeps asking that question, but I've never really thought about it. So I think was oblivious of this expectation. Therefore, I didn't feel any pressure for it. But of course, I was very proud, and I still am, that a show like ours got acknowledged at an international platform like the Emmys.
Yes. Rajji, what was so unique about this character? First season से क्या USP था which made you sign on then? और अब इतनी चाह बढ़ी that you're back for season 2?
देखिए, फर्स्ट सीजन में तो मैं बिकॉज आई हैव बीन वर्किंग विद रिची फॉर क्वाइट अ लॉन्ग टाइम, तो हमेशा मुझे एक कॉन्फिडेंस रहता था कि वो कुछ नया और कुछ हमेशा एक्साइटिंग कुछ करने को मिलेगा. और जब करने लगे तब मुझे समझ में आया, क्योंकि मैं पुलिस वालों के बहुत कैरेक्टर्स करता रहा हूँ, कई फिल्म्स में पहले भी कर चुका था, लेकिन इस बार पुलिस को एक अलग ही लेंस से देखने का मौका मिला, और यूनिफॉर्म के पीछे के इंसान को पकड़ने का मौका मिला, उसके सुख दुख को माइक्रोस्कोपिक तरीके से देखने का मौका मिला. तो वो डेफिनेटली वही चीज़, उसकी यूनिकनेस हर कैरेक्टर की अपने आप में क्या है, वो सिर्फ एक कॉप नहीं है वो, क्योंकि हमारी ड्यूटी ही सब कुछ नहीं होती. हम 24 घंटे में से, चाहे पुलिस वाले ज़्यादा ड्यूटी करते हो, लेकिन फिर इंसान भी तो हैं. तो वो एस्पेक्ट को बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से पकड़ा गया सीज़न 1 में, और सीज़न 2 में भी वो उसी तरह से आगे चला है. एंड दैट्स रियली, मतलब जब सीज़न 2 में आप प्रेशर की बात करें, प्रेशर तो नहीं था, लेकिन ये डर था कि हम वो उस सोल को पकड़ के ला पाएंगे एज एन एक्टर. मुझे बहुत डर था, तो वो करते हुए समझ में आया, एंड विद द हेल्प ऑफ तनुज डेफिनेटली वो मुझे लगता है कि पहुंचा.
Well, let me take that to Tanuj then straight away on coming on board to direct the second season. Now, obviously, you didn't direct the first season. So, was that a challenge for you coming on board for the second season, and also heightened expectations already? The Emmy win, otherwise there's a lot of nominations, but this was actually a win had come in for Delhi Crime Season 1.
Yeah, I mean, the pressure, it happened while we were making it, so it was all along the way. I mean, the challenge is to learn the show, learn the style of the show, learn how the camera works in the show, learn who the characters are. You have to absorb all that information quickly, and then in terms of pressure, I see it as an opportunity. These are such great actors, such a great show, such a great style, and bringing that forward, carrying them forward. That's the joy.
Yeah. Well, we're happy to have the whole force with us today in Delhi. Even Shefali ji has beaten the latest villain, COVID, and come and is joining us today. But for you, your dynamic with Shefali ji's character and her as a person, how did it evolve? How did it change? How did it stay constant from 1 to 2?
So I think in season 1, Neeti is so wide-eyed about Vartika Chaturvedi. It's like, you've heard of a star and then you finally meet them. So I think a lot of season 1 for her was about just trying to impress this person who she idealized. But I think season 2, she's been with her for a while. She's understood that she's human. She has her flaws. But of course, there's still a lot of respect and still a need to sort of do her job well. for the job and also to meet the standards set by a cop like Vartika Chaturvedi.
नो डाउट OTT की अब अगर हम बात करें, क्योंकि आज हम नेटफ्लिक्स के प्लेटफॉर्म पे हैं, तो आपके लिए, आपके करियर के लिए कितना फ़ायदेमंद, कितना गेम चेंजिंग साबित हुआ है? आपको लगता है कि इट हैज़ बिन अ बिग करियर ग्राफ फॉर यू, चेंज द करियर ग्राफ फॉर यू?
डेफिनेटली OTT ने बहुत फ़ायदा किया मुझे पर्सनली एज एन एक्टर, और बहुत सारे और एक्टर्स को जिनको एक्सप्लोर करने का कम मौका मिल रहा था, या और नॉट इवन एक्टर्स, राइटर्स, डायरेक्टर्स, एवरीबडी। तो OTT ने तो फ़र्क किया ही, और उससे ज़्यादा लोगों तक पहुंचने का, ख़ासतौर पे यूथ तक पहुंचने का, और पेंडेमिक के दौरान भी पहुंचने का, और उसके अलावा एज एन एक्टर ज़्यादा एक्सप्लोर करने का, क्योंकि फ़िल्म में आपको उतना एक्सप्लोर करने का मौका नहीं मिलता। सीरियल्स में मतलब बहुत ही लंबा खिंच जाता है कि तो एंड आई डोंट डू सीरियल्स। तो ये एक ऐसा क्या कहना फॉर्मेट है जिसमें आपको एक्सप्लोर करने का मौका मिलता है, इवन इफ़ यू आर नॉट प्लेइंग द प्रोटैगनिस्ट, क्योंकि हर एक के सुख दुख, बाकी कैरेक्टर्स के सुख दुख पे भी प्लॉट, सब प्लॉट्स पे काम है। So definitely it helped me as an actor.
And also, do you believe, finally, Rasika, to you, because you've worked in both mediums equally, that it has also upped the content game? Now there's a lot of talk happening about what's happening with the Bollywood box office and what are the reasons for it. Not going into that, but do you believe with OTT coming and this option being there for viewers now, that the content game will be upped and it's a win-win for all?
The content game has been upped by the content that came on the streaming services about 4 years back, and I think that's generally upped the game in terms of content everywhere, because finally it paid attention to a very ignored department called the writing department, which is, I mean, there was just no investment into that earlier, and that wasn't considered as something which would be the most important thing. In fact, it is. I mean, you cannot do anything with a badly written piece of work, whether it's a film or a show. So yes, I think it's already changed that game, and what I'm encouraged by is that it continues to sort of break to up the standards that it's setting constantly. It's not that we made 3 good shows and then we sort of wrapped up, but there is the good and the bad here also. There's some not so great stuff also on the streaming services, but I think generally there seems to be room for everybody. Like Rajesh also said, there seems to be room for multiple genres. There seems to be room for newness in terms of talent, in terms of the stories, and in terms of storytelling. So I think that's very encouraging.
Thank you all so much. As I said, the wait is certainly almost over now, and fans can't wait to see it. So all the very best to you for the response for Delhi Crime Season 2. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.